Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Thunder and Lightning Podcast, episode 123.
Oh.
I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning, and you know what? Just talking about that, we're like 30 videos away from YouTube to having 1,000. Do we have a plan on what our thousandth video is going to be?
We don't have 1,000 videos yet?
No.
Oh.
272, I think, as of today.
272?
972.
Oh.
I deleted a bunch.
I was like, okay, I don't want to insult you. 272 is not close to 1,000. And also, there's no way we have two.
No, we're at 970 something.
Okay, I mean,
we should think of something.
Yeah, if we don't think of anything, whatever. But we,
Ooh, you know
we
what?
could do something.
Maybe that live thing we were thinking about doing.
I don't know if I want that as like a celebration of.
Okay,
Maybe. I don't know.
We'll talk about it. We'll
off
figure
air.
it out.
But yes, welcome to the podcast where we're going to talk about our week. We're going to talk about pop culture news. And then we're going to probably talk about Gwyneth Paltrow's snake oil racket / health and wellness firm. But until then, Chris, how was your week?
All over the place.
Yeah, you started school this week.
I started school this week. I started my master's program this week, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
bet.
all online, and it's for the classes that I have right now. There's no actual class. There's no class.
There's no classroom. Yeah.
No, there's no class.
Oh, wait, what do you mean?
You read the goddamn book, you do the goddamn work,
Oh,
and I'll assign you the work.
There's literally no teacher.
There's a teacher. And let me be fair. They do have power. They do put up PowerPoints. They do put up videos of them giving a lecture.
Oh, okay, yeah,
But
I've done a class like this
Okay.
before. I did the third and final philosophy class I took that I didn't fail. It was that. It was like a
asynchronosis or something like that is what they call it.
Yeah, it was like we're not gonna meet in class, but like here's my lectures. It's me recording my voice from my house, and I remember the reason for that was that the guy was from like Wisconsin or something.
Oh, okay.
Like he lived super far away, but
Yeah.
he still worked for the college we went to.
I don't know why. I'd be more than happy to go to campus for this, but it's all online, so I'm gonna do it all online. And fun fact about me, fun little fact.
Yeah.
I've never passed an online class before, so
Yeah.
here's hoping I can nail 4 in a row.
So would you? I know you just started, but you mentioned how it's a lot of work. Would you compare the workload to like not master's college?
It's more. Is it doable? Yes. I'm lucky I'm in a position where I can focus entirely on this schoolwork right now. As somebody who isn't able to do that, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough road because
you're talking someone who like has a full-time job and is getting their master's and
Yeah. We know somebody who got their regular degree along with their master's, and I don't know how they did it, but
I don't know how they did it just based on like how much I was aware of what they were doing. Like I feel like if I was in their position, I would like not hang out with anyone ever and just like
I'm already feeling like that. Like there's extra stuff that I'm like I could be doing schoolwork right now. There's a lot of reading. I read like over 100 pages of stuff this week. For total for multiple classes. A lot of homework that I've done all of for this week, and I've actually started on next week's. Just trying to be ahead of the game, take it seriously,
Yeah.
You're also getting married in 2 months. I'm getting there. I'm fucking getting there. Yeah, and I'm getting married in 2 months. And I am super excited for that. This week was focused on school.
Oh, Asuria 94 coming out of nowhere. What is the master's going to be
Asuria. So the master's is going to be in music therapy, which is cool. And like one thing I will say is I definitely feel like I'm talking to a bunch of therapists because they're very like, hey, I'm sure this is scary for you. And like it's okay to feel like that. But get your fucking work done. No, I'm just kidding. That's not the air I get. Actually, everybody's been very nice, and like I've talked to a few of the professors. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of work. And yeah, that's going on. My car's falling apart. which
Oh
is
no,
super
again.
fun. Yeah.
I feel like I've lived through this car falling apart like 3 separate times now.
Well, you saw 2 different Jeeps.
Right,
You
but
saw-
it's the same. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's had a rough go of it. The windshield is like not suctioned on anymore, so when it rains in my car a little bit.
Oh no, you're getting Catherine's old car status.
Yeah, it's getting there. My this is how much I've given up on this car. The windshield wiper came off.
Yeah.
It just flew off. I was sitting there. I was stopped at a stoplight. And I had my windshield wipers going because it was raining out, and one just I've never seen that in my life. It just flew off. And
How long have you had this car?
like 4 years, I think. My
How
dad
did this
asked me that.
happen so quickly?
Because it's an old car. It's like 18 years old.
Oh, you got it like refurbished or whatever?
No, I did nothing.
Oh,
to
you
it.
just bought a used car.
I just bought a used car.
I see.
So
that makes more sense.
So I've still yet to replace the swiper on this side.
I
just gave
mean-
up. But so I'm driving home the other day and I hear a cute little scraping noise.
Oh, good. Good.
And then it stopped. And I look behind me and my exhaust is just in the middle of the road. So I picked it up. I threw it in the trunk where it has still remained.
So how are you? I don't know much about cars. It's chill to drive without one of
I
those?
guess so. I didn't know that either, but I've had no issues, and my dad said it wouldn't be an issue.
Okay. Interesting.
He said it won't pass inspection, but it's okay to drive, which is concerning.
That seems like an oxymoron. I
Yeah.
thought it won't pass inspection implies it's not okay to drive.
Yes.
All right. I know very little about cars. Not only because I don't have my license, but just like Catherine always impresses me with how much she knows about cars because you wouldn't expect her
Well, yeah,
to
no,
be that the kind of person who'd be like into that. I'm not saying she's dumb. I'm just saying like you meet Catherine and then you find out she's like wicked into cars and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it's cool.
But I know fuck
Your
all.
cars get inspected? Well, so you have to get a sticker. I don't know where you're from, Assyria, and like we won't pressure you to tell us that information on here, but
Yeah, in America, once a year you have to get
once
your
a year,
car inspected.
your car, like they check, make sure all your lights are working. They check, make sure everything's there.
They just basically make sure they check to
They
make sure
it
you're
has
not
the
gonna
basic functions in order to drive, and that
Right.
there's nothing illegal on the car.
right. They're basically part of the check is to make sure that you're not gonna like hurt anybody.
Yeah, just to make sure that it's like road functional, that it
Mm.
like it can withstand being on the road. But yeah, so that's how my car's doing. I think I'm gonna go car shopping next week,
Okay.
and I think I want Pauline's car because I love driving Pauline's car.
Yeah, Pauline's car is pretty cool.
By that I mean
The
2 months and it's fucking mine. No,
Oh,
I'm just
damn.
kidding. I just think I'm gonna buy the same model that she has. Besides that,
Make sure you get it in a different color, or else, my God,
no, I refuse.
you want the same color?
Yes.
You're gonna have 2 of the same exact car in the driveway.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then make sure you like block out parking spaces or something.
Besides that, I'm excited for D&D Sunday.
I'm
I've been-
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give anything away, obviously.
Pauline says sure.
Sure. I love that emoji. Oh my god. I'm not gonna give anything away, obviously. I'm getting excited for D&D too. If I can just sabotage your week
Yeah,
real
I
quick.
do have one. I do have like one other
Yeah, yeah,
thing
yeah.
I want to say, but
I
go
just-
for it.
I watched a movie this week. Not going to tell you what it is because I used that movie as inspiration for this D&D campaign.
Oh, okay.
And I was struggling to like obviously there's things that have to happen when we and go, you know.
Yeah.
Someone is bleeding out on the floor dying. But
Oh yeah.
but beyond that, what the meat and potatoes of the campaign was going to be, I was like, I don't know. And then I got this idea. I was like, oh, that movie. And then I was like, well, I've never seen it. Let me watch it. I watched it. I was like, this will totally work. And I've been kind of going like back and forth into like, I don't know. And then I think where I've landed is I really like what I'm doing. And I
Cool.
hope that I do it good. The other thing, though, is you and I are going to be playing D&D and streaming the same day.
Yeah.
We're going to go to your house, play D&D. and then come to my house, stream. I have a feeling that I'm going to be very, very tired and request that we never do this again. But we'll see. Maybe it'll work out fucking great, and I'll love it.
It's tough. Here's the thing. We want to play D&D once a month. I want to play D&D once a month. I think we have to assume this is going to happen again. Because of the people we play with.
Yes.
Like,
if our group stays this 5 and the one person who lives far away manages to move closer like she has been,
then
I
we
think
might be able to have some wiggle room.
Yeah, I think there's no... I was going to say I think there's no reason we couldn't do every other week at that point. Make them shorter campaigns, but then meet every other week. Maybe for, like, instead of 4.5 to 6 hours, maybe for, like, 2 to 3.5 hours.
Yeah. Post DM drag is the worst. Oh, do you play Asheria?
Dude.
Listen, I've been trying to find a way, and it's not easy, but I've been trying to find a way to get D&D into our main the main institutes that is Thunder and Lightning.
Well, here's the thing. There's 2 ways of doing it. There's the easy way, which is it's audio only, and there's no visuals. Or there's the really high budget, we need more cameras, and they need to run for 7 hours at a time.
And the other thing, too, is, like, I don't think our friendly group wants to consent, even though they're all part of this channel. I don't think they want. I think we play D&D and we let our hair down, and it's for us.
The other thing is I don't want, like, the campaign we're doing, right? I don't want part 2 to be televised. Like, if we're going to televise something, it'll be a new, secondary thing, and I don't think an entire group is going to want to play 2 separate campaigns at a time. I know I sure as hell wouldn't want to, but as a player, I wouldn't mind doing that as the DM at all. I do have ideas for... we've talked about one of them. I have ideas for a D&D show that we could do. We just have to math out how that would happen.
Yeah.
And every time we do, we end up on, it sounds like it'd be a lot of work. So...
we'll get there.
We'll see.
We'll get there. But
yes. So the last thing you want to do.
The new band that I'm in, Lions and Lavender.
Yes, the one that just had their first live show.
Yeah, it was a performance. It was 2 songs at an open mic. It was at the Hard Rock in Boston though, which is cool. We've been getting really solid, and I'm really excited. And we've been writing a lot of cool music. And this 2 days ago, this Tuesday, we got together and did something I've never done with a band before, and I think it worked perfectly. We watched a movie, that movie being Howl's Moving Castle.
Nice.
And the reason we watched this movie was it was inspiration for a song that we were writing.
Cool.
And I wrote the entire thing the next day. Our singer wrote out things that really popped out for them, and wrote it in a notes doc and sent it to the group, and then I literally was just reading the lines like, oh, well, this works, this works, and wrote out a whole thing. Whether it's the final product or not is yet to be determined. I have to talk to everybody about it. But yeah.
That's so funny that you and me both separately this week were like, I need inspiration for a project.
Yeah.
Let me sit down and watch a feature film.
Yeah. I thought that was cool. When you mentioned it, I was like...
That's crazy to me. I've never done that before, and you just said you've never done that before
I haven't done it in this aspect. So the Moving Castle created a movement. Yeah,
yes,
you know what?
it
did.
That's
You're
great.
absolutely right. Movements
yes,
are
you
musical
are. Yes,
term,
correct.
Right? Yes, they are.
No, you nailed it.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up from 2 music people. Cool.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with them, and like they're down to hang out a lot. I really want to get one of them into Pokemon. If I get one of them into Pokemon, it's all over.
Well, one of them dates someone who's into Pokemon, right? Maybe
he
sort
was.
Of?
I think I know who you're talking about without giving names away. He was. I'd love to. I should ask him again. I don't know why I didn't. Next time I see him, I'm gonna be like, pull him aside, be like, listen, play Pokemon.
You're like a bully in a children's show. But for Pokemon, the thing that you get bullied about.
Play Pokemon. That's where we are. I was going to play football. Then they say the F word. Because it's a high school bully. That was my week. How was your week, Thunder?
Oh, that F word. I was like, just say it, Chris. But then I was like, oh, wait, don't say it.
No, this nerd is like,
this weird nerd
I was
bully.
Gonna go play football with my friends in the bullies like, you're gonna play Pokemon, you little, and then they say that word.
Yeah,
'cause maybe they don't. I don't know what bullies do nowadays.
Yeah, true.
They would have in our
Yeah, I was definitely
time
called
in high school.
that a lot. Anyways,
You know, I'm not. I'm a straight male.
yes.
I was called it too.
Oh, I'm
I
sure.
think I'm not lessening, but like, that was just the word everybody used for everything.
No, yeah, it just so happened that it was more accurate for someone like me, but no, it was that word was all over the place.
But like you said that, and I was like, yeah, that must have sucked. And I was like, I was called it too.
Yeah.
It didn't suck as much for me, obviously,
Right.
but like that word was just thrown around.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to go on that rant, but how was your week?
My week was fine. I've been playing board games with my folks, which is
Nice.
always fun.
Are you guys still doing that Onward D&D thing?
We took a break because that game I kickstarted finally came in, and
gotcha.
we've been absolutely loving it. So we've only done one campaign of Quest of Yore. We're gonna get back into it though.
Cool.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, since I did it a lot, I might as well. It's called the movie game, and the way it works is it's from a YouTube channel called The Valley Folk. They created it and kickstarted it, and the way it works is you have, you get a synopsis for a movie. Half the synopsis is one movie, and then it morphs into a different movie, and then what you have to do, so I read that to you, and then what you have to do is tell me the new title that combines them.
Oh.
So,
is there a set title, or is this just off the dome?
No, there's a set answer because they all link with the last syllable. So, for example, the other day, it was a movie and a video game, and the hint was like, this wizard student has a serious time coming to terms with the fact that his teacher's a werewolf and is also a bear with a bird in its backpack. So that would be Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, okay.
So you have to combine the titles like that. And then there's bonus points, there's extra questions and stuff like that, but essentially it's just like first to 20. So it's really one of those games where it's like, all right, I win, next page, we'll keep going.
Right.
I did interesting story I wanted to tell. I experienced for the first time in my life the phenomenon known as claustrophobia.
Oh.
If you know anything about me, I am not claustrophobic at all. I will literally sometimes, like if I'm having trouble sleeping, I'll just like wedge my face between two pillows and be like, all right, time to go. Time to go to sleep. I'm literally not claustrophobic at all. A little bit of a backstory.
Yeah.
Whenever PlayStation releases a new console, they release a game in the Astrobot series. Astro's Playroom, Astrobot, whatever. The VR one is called Astrobot Rescue Mission. It's very good, and I like it a lot. There was one level, this is not a horror game at all, but there was one level where you're out in the open ocean, and then you get eaten by a whale. And then the rest of the level...
you loved that.
The most terrified I've ever been of a video game, no joke. I played this less than a year ago. I'm 28, by the way. So I ripped the VR headset off, and I only was able to beat that game because I got my brother to do that level for me. Not a joke. It's clearly not supposed to be
That's
scary.
another phobia, believe it or not. Being afraid of...
Yeah.
I forget what it's called, but we both have it. You have it way more severe than I do.
Yeah, when I was a kid, if you asked me my biggest fear, I would have said heights. Me and heights are chill now. I don't really give a shit anymore. It's being underwater. I hilariously, famously played Abzu, which is not a scary game at all, but it does have whales in it, and I wasn't okay with that. So you get eaten by a whale, and I was like scared by it, whatever. I was in the shower yesterday. I was listening to a podcast, and they started talking about that game. And then they started talking about that level, and like just being in the shower, like surrounded by water, even though I was on the second floor on dry land.
Yeah.
I was just like, I wasn't even done like doing my duty of being in the shower. I was just like, I have to get out. And as soon as I shut the water off and opened the door, I was totally fine. I was back to normal. But like for a brief moment, I was like, oh, this is claustrophobia.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to die in this enclosed space.
I've felt it a couple of times too. Listen, Ashuria, I'm also afraid of that.
Oh, no, I'm afraid of the ocean.
Yeah.
There's specifically the things that reside in the ocean.
Yeah, there's a phobia of being afraid of what's underneath you in the open ocean.
I don't know the word for it. I'm going to look it up now.
We both have it. Mine therapy session. Mine stems back to Super Mario 64 and the underwater pirate ship that resides within one of the levels.
It's called thalassophobia, the
Yeah, that
type of
sounds right.
scientific phobia that involves a persistent and intense fear of deep bodies of water such as the ocean or the sea.
Yeah, sounds right.
It seems as though based on this Google search, it seems like I have a combination. I wonder if there's a fear of, like, sea creatures.
I don't know. Did you like Finding Nemo?
Not the part with the anglerfish.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the whale shit. It was kind of silly. The anglerfish was not great. Because that wasn't just... That was dark.
Yeah.
Also, that was the deep ocean. That was, as far as I'm concerned, the scariest part of the ocean. And they're trapped there. And then this really freaky, really realistic anglerfish comes out of nowhere. It's supposed to be scary, I think. But other than that, Finding Nemo was fine. Sorry, you Google this, you get pictures of sea creatures. Why would they do that? Yeah, it seems like I have a combination of thalassophobia and megalophobia, which is anxiety disorder in which persons experience intense fear of large objects.
That's the one.
Because I'll tell you, my biggest fear isn't sharks, it's whales.
Yeah, no, I also have a mix of that. Because, let me get back to that Mario 64 level.
Yes.
Once you get past the pirate ship, there's another level further in Mario 64.
Jolly Roger
spoilers for this old game, where there's a submarine, and that submarine scared the shit out of me.
Really, not just the construct of the submarine. Interesting.
I still don't totally
and do you want to know
being in that room with it.
Do you want to know what's funny about that level? There's a shark in that level, and it's just not. So it's the first one's Jolly Roger Bay, the second one's Dire Dire Docks, right? That's how it works.
I think they might be the other way around, but I'm not sure.
Because I know the song is called Dire Dire Docks, but there's two water levels in Mario 64. Because
both essentially the same.
Yeah, I don't really have fond distinct memories of Dire Dire Docks. I can remember Jolly Roger Bay and the big. I thought you were going to talk about the big eel. The big terrifying
I don't
eel.
like the eel, but the objects are what scared me. Anyways. I don't know if our phobias are interesting to anybody except you and I, but I do enjoy talking about them. I just don't want to get too off track.
Right. Well, no, that's what my whole thing was about. I was just it was just a brief moment where I was like, I know this is my fear of the ocean kicking in, but I feel claustrophobic right now for honestly the first time in my life. I won't talk about it too much because we're not sure if we're going to make a video out of it. And also, you said you're halfway through it. But I want to talk about Chip and Dale real quick. The Chip and Dale movie that I've been hyping up is out. It's fucking great.
Yeah,
please
really
go watch it. Pay attention to the backgrounds. If you're someone who likes to focus on the plot and then focus on the backgrounds, watch it twice. It's super short. It's only an hour and 20 minutes or whatever. It's so good. I have to talk about this one specific thing that happened. There's a scene, without giving anything away, they're coming out of a warehouse and there's a bunch of cops and news reporters and stuff. And all the news reporters are not recognizable characters. But one reporter is black and white and they're black and white news. One reporter is from In Your Face News, which is, I can only assume, made up of entirely three-dimensional people because this woman was 3D. And when I say 3D, I mean she was like Spy Kids 3D.
Yeah.
She was weirdly, you look at her and you're like, what? Out of curiosity, I went and got some 3D glasses out of my copy of Friday the 13th 3D. No, they're on my comb. They're under my comb. Yeah, so Friday the 13th 3D came with 3D glasses. So I put them on, and she worked. The whole movie looked like shit for the couple seconds I was wearing these glasses, but she was in perfect clear, the color she was supposed to be, and she came out of the TV a little. I was like, if you don't know, this movie is a movie that takes place in the world of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. The whole cartoons are actors and they act in movies and stuff, but the whole point of this one is it's a love letter to every single era of animation, even puppets,
it's
even
really well
sock
done,
puppets.
Too.
It's
my god, that puppet. Okay,
the sock puppet.
Who sells cheese? Oh, the sock
No,
puppet.
there's a literal
yeah,
sock
yeah.
puppet who's like,
No, but like the Muppet-inspired puppet.
yeah, yeah,
There's clearly a version where that was supposed to be the Swedish chef.
yeah.
I loved him. I think he was the funniest part.
Also, I don't want to spoil this because I do feel like it's the most spoilable part of the movie. There's a character that you really don't expect to show up.
Yeah.
Did you catch who he was voiced by?
Was it him?
No, it's not Ben Schwartz. It's Tim Robinson from I Think You Should Leave.
Really?
Yeah.
I got that spoiled for me, and
Me
that's why
too.
I watched the movie, because I don't know, why was that cool to do, like, the day it released? Why was that cool to just be like, oh, you know what, we're gonna spoil this really cool thing?
Yeah, I was spoiled of that like 3 days ago. Someone in their review was like, no spoilers, but this character shows up. And I'm like, okay, well, that's
a spoiler.
That's a spoiler, but this whole fucking movie is like, oh, it's him. Oh, it's her. Oh, look, it's
Right.
Phineas and Ferb's mom. She was in the trailer. But you just really don't expect this character to show up. He's more than a cameo. He's like
Yeah, he's actually a part of the story.
he's like a
it
recurring
seems.
character. It's
Which is cool.
It's really cool. Lumiere is in the movie. He was in the trailer as well. Lumiere, whoever is doing the voice is doing perfect. Because that's not the original voice actor. Lumiere's dead.
Well,
And
he's doing
it
an excellent
really,
job.
really sounds like it. Maybe because I heard that voice, I was like, "Yep, that's the voice." I'm thinking maybe Lumiere was voiced by this character in House of Mouse, and that's
Okay.
why it's in my head.
Sure.
Or maybe like the weird Beauty and the Beast spin-offs. Like I think there was a TV show or like made-for-TV movies or something. I've definitely heard this actor play Lumiere before it would appear. If not, holy shit, you got someone really cool to do that. You with 20 minutes left, you still got one of the coolest things coming. In my
Cool.
opinion.
I'm excited.
But yeah, we might do a cinematic relief about that, but in case we don't, because the timing might be weird, I just wanted to talk about how my prediction was true, and it was very, very good. And I think you should watch it.
I think you should leave.
I think you should leave. Star Tim Robinson is in the film. Also, the chef puppet was voiced by Keegan-Michael Key.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good.
Anyways,
Yeah.
let us move on to news.
Yeah, I've got a decent amount. I'm trying to get to the top of it.
I have one that breaking last night news. I don't know if you have it, so if you don't, I'll make sure to.
I've got a few things. Actually, you know what? I'm cutting some things because I have just too much of it.
Okay.
Okay. Kevin Smith's review. This isn't even real news, but I wanted to throw it out there.
Sure.
Real quick, this is from comicbook.com, as always. Kevin
Mhm.
Smith's review of Doctor Strange 2. This is a quote from his review.
Okay.
Not the movie I thought it was going to be. And what he has, a further quote, is, it just felt like they promised Disney World and gave you Six Flags.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting take.
Yeah, I thought that was... He's usually not downer. He's usually got nothing but good things to say about films, but he was disappointed in Doctor Strange, and I feel like the movie to be disappointed by just because there was too much hype around it would be Spider-Man, but it seems like everybody's kind of like, Doctor Strange 2...
I think people are just disappointed that they didn't go fucking nuts with it. Like there was that rumor that Tom Cruise was going to play Tony Stark, like Deadpool wasn't in the movie. There was just a lot of like multiverse stuff they could have done, you know?
Yeah.
I felt like I love that movie. I agree that I felt like this was going to be like the opening the floodgates, like every X-Men is in the movie, every Fantastic, like all this weird shit, you know, but they didn't really do that, and I'm not disappointed that they didn't do that, but I am still waiting for that.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I, by the way, fully think that Lady Thor might be a different...
At this point, why not, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm
could see
thinking.
that. Disney and Pixar announced Elemental.
Yes, I heard about this.
New film coming out. They released concept art for it, which is cool.
Are they literally just doing like what if elements had emotions? Are they doing Inside Out Head the
I guess why not, right?
I guess so.
Just
Just make Inside Out 2, except now the blue one has water magic. I don't know. I'll reserve my judgment for when I actually see it.
Travis Barker,
Ooh.
Kourtney Kardashian
Oh?
get legally married.
What? Huh? Do I forget who's Travis Barker, the drummer for Blink-182?
Yes.
What the fuck? I didn't know this.
Here's a picture if you would like to see.
No, I didn't know this was happening. I didn't know that was a thing.
This is from Rolling Stone.
That's super weird to me. That's just like not the person. Okay, cool. Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
I won't even say that one. There's just I'm just pissing.
Do you have the one about the Power Rangers?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Adult Swim announces Rick and Morty season 5 marathon. That's actually not the news I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. There's a Rick and Morty anime coming out. That's the news I was looking for.
What? Do we know what studio?
No, I don't. I'm sure somebody does.
Okay. All right. I feel like okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The Mystery Incorporated pilot came out. It's a Riverdale-like. We got more news on Riverdale later.
The pilot? No, the second episode came out.
Oh,
the pilot's been out
That's
for a few
what this
months.
said. Oh, my bad. The She-Hulk trailer came out.
Yes. Oh, can we talk about that for a moment?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Everyone is complaining about the CGI. They're saying it looks really bad.
I am in that boat. I don't think she looked that good. If you feel otherwise, that's totally fine. I'm so willing to talk about it. I'm not going to be judgy at all about it. But
yeah,
I saw her and I was like, this looks not good. There's something weird. I don't know what it is. It looks like this film came out in 2012. The CGI is just a little funky. I don't know what's going on with her.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying, like, maybe they'll fix it before they won't. They never have.
I think it might be the brightness rule. I think she might just be brighter than in some scenes than in others, because the whole thing didn't look bad, but there were certain scenes that did not
honestly
look good.
Might be it. That honestly, because, like...
Actually, I was literally just looking at her face and thinking, this doesn't look good.
Yeah,
actually,
what Chris is referring to...
Look at this.
In CGI animation...
The brightest tones of green on her have got to be brighter than the brightest thing in the room.
What Chris is referring to is in CGI animation, when you have a CGI object that's a color, like, for example, Sonic the Hedgehog from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, you can't have the blue of Sonic be brighter than the brightest blue in any given shot.
Right.
Because then it starts to look unrealistic. That's a good point. That's a CGI deep cut. I didn't even think about that. Maybe
that
that's
might be the reason. Listen, this isn't super big news, but I'm fucking excited. And
hold
on.
To
get it. Oh, do you want to keep talking about it? I'm sorry.
I did. I just wanted to. Just one. There's just one thing I wanted to focus on. Spoilers for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. In the after the credits scene for Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings, you see Bruce Banner. He's Bruce Banner, human, arms still in a sling. Cut to She-Hulk trailer. He's Professor Hulk again.
Right.
Both arms are fine. So I'm wondering what's up.
I'm going to guess She-Hulk takes place before whatever happened to him, or it's going to happen during...
His arm was in a sling because of Endgame, because of the snap he did.
Oh, yeah.
Because people were like... I saw someone be like, he's Professor Hulk in this and not in this. So I think that She-Hulk takes place before Shang-Chi. And I was like, well, no, it can't because...
You think She-Hulk takes place before Endgame?
Oh, no, because they talk... Oh, I don't... No. No, because then that would be taking place during the 5 years.
So what?
Those people don't... I don't know about that. That's an interesting thought. Yeah. Maybe it predates Endgame. I doubt it, but, like, maybe it predates Endgame. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because it seems like that snap was so, like, space damage to his arm, essentially, that it seemed like it was not healing.
Right.
If She-Hulk takes place after Shang-Chi, it healed, definitely.
Yeah.
But now we just need an explanation as to why he was Mark Ruffalo in Shang-Chi. That's an interesting point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like that would be our first big, like, thing that takes place during the 5 years.
Yeah. This isn't, like, really big news, but I wanted to mention it. Marvel Legends, right? and their
Yes.
infinite amount of figures that they can make, have decided to make Japanese Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to take a closer look when you.
Well, I'll show you here. Here's a picture of the figure itself. I'm excited. I might have to get him. I only collect
Just him. It doesn't come with his mech.
It doesn't appear so, but I only collect MCU figures. I might have to collect him. Also, they usually come in a set, so I wonder what set he'll be connected to.
Or it sounds like they're breaking conventions. Do you think he just won't be I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
That's so cool. I didn't know they had it in them.
Listen.
Did you guys hear about the new Ditto peelable
Pokemon
cards?
We're getting there.
He did. A resounding yes from Lightning.
All right. Let's just jump right to it. This looks so fucking cool.
I haven't heard about this.
Ditto. So there's Pokemon cards. You heard of Pokemon cards?
They're like Yu-Gi-Oh cards except better.
Yes.
Okay. I'm on the same page.
There's part of this sentence you're gonna like, part of it you're not gonna like.
Okay.
There's a Pokemon Go set coming out, it would appear.
This is the second time they've... Oh, no, sorry.
They did the movie.
There was a Detective Pikachu set, that's right.
So
what the fuck is Pokemon Go? They just look like normal...
Yeah, I haven't gotten a good look at the set, but listen to this shit.
Okay.
The video was this guy's looking through his pack, and it ends with a Bidoof, right? But he looked at the bottom, and it's a picture of Ditto.
Okay.
You peel the Bidoof off, and it's a Ditto card underneath the Bidoof.
Oh.
So it's like he changed. You caught him, and he changed, and now he's Ditto. I think it's kind of neat.
Are those cards legal?
Cute. Well, yeah, because then it's just a Ditto card. I mean, you throw this out if you're a little kid.
But
listen, if you get this Ditto, do not peel him off. That is probably going to be worth something.
Well, that's the thing. If I get tricked and I think it's a Bidoof, can I evolve it into a Bibarrel, or am I going to get no, hold on, rip, it's a Ditto?
I think so, if you try playing it legally. I have a feeling this card is going to be bullshit, in the card game. By the way, Asuria, do you play at all? Because, we're big Pokemon fans up in here.
Come play with us. I'm sure you live in a different country.
But, we play once a month, so you can make it work. You can
make it to America once a month for a no stakes, no prize money Pokemon tournament.
Expanded. It's not even standard play. Elon Musk?
Asuria 94, love the trading card game.
Oh, sick. Awesome. Do you play or do you collect? No judgment either way, just curious.
Do I know Elon Musk? That would be the guy who bought Twitter and the guy who may or may not show up in the... Oh, we didn't talk about Herd v. Depp.
We're getting there.
Gotta touch in on that for a second.
He's also the guy who exposed himself to a flight attendant and then paid her $250,000 for her to shut her mouth.
Oh, you mean... Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
But she didn't, it seems like.
Yeah, it would appear as though she didn't. Stranger Things creators reportedly had total meltdown over Monopoly games spoiling season 4.
Oh, I did not hear about
Not
this.
only that, but it also just came out that sick.
Collects
That's
and
awesome.
plays. Nice.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a super fun game. Part 2, there's 2 episodes in this upcoming Stranger Things season that I guess are going to be longer than the latest 2 Ryan Reynolds movies.
What?
Yeah, they're going to be movie-length episodes.
Oh my god, they're going full Game of Thrones, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's...
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I don't know what this bullshit is, but, I think we have to try it.
What?
This is from Nerdist. Pepsi... it says no. It should say now. Pepsi now making soda-infused Pepsi-Roni pizza.
Oh, the pepperonis are cooked with Pepsi.
The soda-infused Pepsi-Roni pizza sounds surprisingly apt. That gives me fucking nothing. I should have read this.
It sounds like they're not gonna pour Pepsi on my pepperoni pizza. It sounds like the
pepperonis
it sounds like the
pepperonis are cooked with Pepsi.
I'm not a fan of Pepsi or pepperoni. I would think I would fuck with that at least once.
Yeah, I'd try it. This is just stupid. Lucasfilm's president hopes to find filmmaker like Jon Favreau to spearhead cinematic future.
Okay.
He's right. He's right there. See him?
Dude,
Hold on.
that guy played
on.
Happy Hogan.
Hold on. There's Star Wars, right? He's right here. He's right there. Look at him peeking. He knows what's going on. Just fucking hire him. I know he's doing Marvel, but like,
is he?
Right? Is he?
I thought he was full on.
Directors.
I thought Jon Favreau was full on. I mean, he's making The Mandalorian still, right?
He's so fucking good. Just get him.
I also read that, and I really like this. I also read that Star Wars is moving towards. This isn't even really an announcement of like a product, just sort of like a production mantra. They said they're sort of moving towards.
I had that down here. I actually skipped over it because it wasn't really news. But you're right. They're stepping away from Skywalkers.
No, they said that's not what I heard that too. They said they were stepping away from their priority being trilogies. They said they're moving towards Star Wars just being one collective story. Yeah, I love that. Go full MCU with it.
It's almost like you have a franchise that's going gangbusters right now.
Developed, published by the same, owned by the same company.
Right. So why not do that? No, it makes perfect sense. Missing female Link art from 1986 resurfaces.
Okay.
So.
Female Link, the video game character. Yes, I did hear about this. Yeah.
So there's female Link.
Yeah, canonical female Link. She's just called Link, I believe.
So that's cool. I'm so sorry. I had a shit ton of news. There's shit that Pauline sent me. That
I wanna talk about Power Rangers. I want to talk about
we got Power Rangers.
I want to talk about Herd v Dep.
We've got that. Oh Christ, I'm so sorry, Pauline. Riverdale got canceled.
Oh,
just wanted to throw that out there.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, CW's Riverdale cancellation has fans upset, haters rejoicing.
I'm neither.
Yeah, I know you're kind of in the middle.
I'd call myself not a fan or a hater. I think that okay. I think that show has overstayed its welcome, but
yeah.
Now that they know, I assume they're canceled, but they're gonna get that one more season or whatever.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Please, for the love of fuck, and I am talking directly to Robert Soresa or whatever his name is. Please, for the love of fucking God, use your last season of Riverdale to do Afterlife with Archie. Just kill all your main characters, make it a big zombie apocalypse storyline. You already have Jughead narrating the whole show. Jughead is supposed to be the first one who turns into a zombie. How fucking cool would it be if he was continuing to narrate, but he was a zombie? He was like, rah, 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 rah. That'd be super funny. Just go full tongue-in-cheek, go full horror, kill everyone in Riverdale, do the zombie apocalypse thing. The comic book that you wrote, good sir, and never finished. Finish it on TV. Please, for me. I'll watch every episode of Riverdale if you do this. Please.
Anyways.
Yeah, Austin St. John.
Rangers?
Yeah, so there was a COVID fund, relief fund, money fraud thing that included 19 people that happened in Dallas, Texas, which wouldn't have made news, except one of the names was Austin St. John, the original Red Power Ranger, and I'm so fucking pissed. We were like, if he goes to jail, he's going for upwards of 20 years. We were so fucking close to a canonical Mighty Morphin reunion. They were that was like,
I think that was on the news.
That was like in the works. That was like about to happen.
Yeah, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers original cast reportedly returning for 30th anniversary. Blah blah blah.
Yep. They were gonna do it. They're about to do it. Obviously, if the fraud claim is real, he deserves to go to jail. But like, good Christ, dude! He literally he played for the Red Power Ranger, and then he fucked off for like 18 to 25 years. Then he strolled back in and was like, "Hey, can I do conventions? You guys like the Red Power Ranger, right?" And we were like, "Yeah, fuck it, dude." He was like, "Yay!" And then they had him on the show. Well, the scene where he powers up is like one of my favorite scenes of all time. I've watched it a 1,000 fucking times. It's so good. And all the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers are in there, but not the actors. It's just like, oh, it's the pink one, but it's super not. It's just her costume, right? And they were finally going to do it, and I'm just so upset at this individual for for so long it was like, yeah, that guy kind of sucks. And it was like, oh, he's back. He's kind of cool. And now it sounds like he sucks. Always sucked. And he sucks again.
That sucks.
That does suck. Do you want to know what else sucks?
Hey, Amber Heard.
Amber Heard sucks so much.
Released from Aquaman 2 contract.
Oh, yeah, that was revealed during
Okay.
in the courtroom. So here's
That's all. I mean, there's things I'm missing, but like we got to keep moving here.
Yeah, so here's what's up. We're not going to do Coop because it's 7:10 and I want to talk about Heard v. Depp. So Heard is officially off the stand. They did the cross-examination. It was fucking spicy, dude. So the way this court case has been working is the way some other court cases have been working is there's the testimony with your lawyer, the person who called you to the stand. There's the cross-examination with the other lawyer team, and then there's something that I didn't know about until this called a redirect, where the other team, the original lawyer who called you up, gets to come back up and be like, question them about the questions they were just asked in the cross-examination. Her name is Camila Vasquez, and I apologize if I refer to her as Camila Mendez. I've been doing it all week. Camila Mendez is the actress who plays Veronica on Riverdale. Camila Vasquez is the attorney who did the proceedings of the cross-examination for Amber Heard in the Heard v. Depp trial. She was fucking brutal. She gets up there and was like, Miss Heard, Mr. Depp has not looked you in the eyes once this case, correct? And she was like, yeah. She was like, and you know exactly why that is, don't you? And she was like, yep. And apparently Johnny Depp said, you'll never look me in the eyes again, or some shit like that. And then she was like, but you've looked at him a bunch or whatever. Just like, and she wouldn't, like, Amber Heard fucking sucks. And I hope that if she doesn't go to jail, she at least never works again after this. Because she's going to lose. We just have to wait to hear that she's definitely gonna, in my opinion. But there was one moment where Amber Heard got like wildly offended because Camila Vasquez was like, and Johnny Depp got you the role in Aquaman, right? And Amber Heard was just like, excuse me? Because that's like, in her mind, the one...
That's her big thing, right?
That's her biggest thing. She got it on her own. She's very proud of it. Yeah, there was just a lot of like, I think, okay, there was a big argument. So Amber Heard was supposed to donate divorce money to a foundation, and she never did. And there was a big argument between Vasquez and Heard about the difference between the word donation and pledge. And like, Vasquez was like, did you donate it? And Amber was like, I pledged it, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, shut the fuck up. Did you donate? And there was just like this big argument about like the difference between the word donate and pledge. And the fact that this went on for so long cements in my mind what I said about Amber Heard last time, which is she genuinely thinks that hitting someone and punching someone are two different things. And punching someone is domestic violence, but hitting them is not.
I've got a question on that too. Because the only thing that I've heard surface this week was her sister taking the stand and talking about how Johnny hit her a lot. Could you just shine some light on that situation? What's going on there? Does it sound like he hit her?
The sister?
No. Does it sound like Johnny Depp hit Amber?
No, it sounds like the sister... I don't know if the sister was lying or thought she was telling the truth because Amber lied to her, but the vibe I got from the sister testimony was that she just talked a lot about like how early on she didn't understand what was going on, so she even like joked around in a text message about Johnny hitting Amber or something like that. But she like, there was a scenario where she did cocaine with Johnny, even though earlier that day she had her suspicions that he might have been hitting her. As you know, with this whole case, there's a lot of misinformation, a lot of people being like, no, that never happened, and then other people being like, no, this definitely happened. One guy said that in his testimony, he revealed that Amber Heard cheated on Johnny Depp by way of a male person would sneak into her penthouse and then leave. And he said that this happened with upwards of 30-plus men. My favorite part so far the redirect is happening. The
Yeah.
redirect went on for probably a half hour. This woman asked probably, no one's counted, but she probably asked 100 questions. She probably got through 3 of them because Camila Vasquez was every single time just like, objection this, objection that. Like, she would not let Amber's lawyer talk at all. And I've never seen a lawyer just give up. She got to the end and she was like, all right, I have no further questions. It just sat down. But there was this moment where she kept saying objection hearsay, and then Amber's lawyer would follow up with like, she would just repeat the same question, but she would start it with if and when. So it would be like, did you talk to Johnny about drugs? And then it would be like objection hearsay to be like, okay, if and when did you talk to Johnny about drugs? At one point, she says objection hearsay. She says if and when, so repeats herself. Vasquez says objection hearsay again, and then the judge, the lawyer says, but Your Honor, I said, what if any? And then the judge literally says, okay, it is hearsay. The objection is good. If what if any is not a cure-all. She literally said that to her.
Awesome.
And I was just like, I really feel for this judge. This judge just must be.
Sounds like she's gone through a lot of shit.
Yeah, this is supposedly going to be done before Memorial Day. So
good luck to that.
Here's hoping. But yeah, it was just a lot of like, Amber Heard refuses to answer a question. It'll just be like, did you do this? And it'll be like, no, but I did this. And it's like, nope, fucking answer the question. She's like, oh, you mean this? Oh, yeah, I did this. And it's like, no, that's not what I asked. Did you do this? And she's like, well, it's my understanding that and it's just like, fucking shut up. Just answer the question.
Yeah.
She's contradicted herself so many times. As far as I can tell, she's committed perjury multiple times. She was accused of committing perjury while still on the stand by Camila Vasquez. So that was fun. Still waiting to see if James Franco or Elon Musk makes an appearance. It's looking like Kate Moss might make an appearance at this point because that was the thing that made the lawyer like pump his fist. Because she mentioned Kate Moss and they weren't supposed to bring up past relationships. They had agreed as lawyer teams that was not part of this case, but they needed Amber to bring up Kate Moss. Now they can call Kate Moss as a witness testimony or whatever. Okay. So that might happen. Kate Moss is very pro Johnny Depp. They had like a very loving, long-winded relationship, I guess. So it's almost over. It's still looking like she's gonna lose. I've every time I see a Twitter or YouTube poll on like what team are you, I always click to see the answers, and they've been pretty consistently 98% Johnny, 2% Amber, and even then I was like 2%. Who's watching this? Like, oh fuck Johnny Depp. Cool.
With that, I think we have to end this.
Yeah, sorry for no goop. Sorry it went so long. We had a lot to say about the Loud House. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look out for the new episode of Bopper Flop, which won't be up this weekend, but it'll be up eventually. Thank you for being here. Sorry we went over. We didn't go that far over, but sorry to you personally that we went over.
No, that's whatever. If I had an issue with it, I would have said so. But
yes, lots of news, lots of exciting stuff in our lives, which is cool. Tune in Sunday, 5 p.m. EST. Chris is going to be playing Guardians of the Galaxy on PS5, hopefully. If anything, if PS5 permitting. But and then that'll be me and Monsoon commentating on that. Yeah. For lack of a better word. I just realized that light's been on this whole time, so good for you for figuring it out. Sorry that plug is so wonky.
No, it's all right.
But yes, let me put the links, if you wouldn't mind, Chris, explaining what I'm doing.
Yeah, so Thunder is about to put the links to all places you can find Thunder and Lightning Gaming and all people who have helped make this channel what it is today, whether that be art, music, etc. He's going to put our Patreon up there. He's going to put our YouTube channel. And please feel free, if you enjoy us and you like us, check us out over there. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're following on Twitch and you're saying, geez, I wish there was just something I could do to help these guys a little further, you could always subscribe, and I guess it's free. You get one free sub for Amazon Prime.
Yes,
or
if you are
like
an
that?
Amazon Prime subscriber, you get one free
Yeah.
Prime Gaming subscription. That is, I believe, not to out you, that is, I believe, what Asuria94 did.
At least originally. No, yeah, you're right.
Yes,
originally.
Yes.
So, anything helps, and if you can't give us anything, that's fine too. Just showing up and watching, we really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who
follow
watches.
us here. Follow us on. It's odd because it's different words. Subscribing on YouTube is free. Following
Yes.
on Twitch is free. Subscribing on Twitch costs money. So if you'd like to do that, thank you so much, but don't feel obligated to.
Yeah.
We're just having fun. Maybe we'll make money off this someday, but that's not really, I think, mentally where we are right now. So yeah, thank you all for being here. This was a great stream. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. This is my room.
Thank you for being here.
And until next time, I've been Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
And we'll see you Sunday. Oh, and then I lost it. There we go. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe.
Our channel has daily uploads from podcast video essays, Let's Plays to skits.
Be sure to watch on Twitch. We stream all our video game and podcast content live at 5 EST every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
Our intro is by Brad Kendrick and music by Froggy and the Friendship. Link to all that in the description below.
Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.